Om Sai Ram. Chapter 13. Today I am going to recite More Sai Leelas, Diseases Cured, Bhimaji Patil, Bala Shimpi, Bapusaheb Buti, Alandi Swami, Kaka Mahajani, and Dattopant of Harda. The inscrutable power of Maya. Baba's words were always short, deep, full of meaning, effective, and well balanced. He was ever content and never cared for anything. He said, "Though I am a fakir, has no house or wife, and though leaving off all care, I stay at one place, the inevitable Maya teases me often. Though I forgot myself, but she cannot forget me. She always envelops me. This Maya, that is, elusive power of the Lord Shri Hari, harasses even Lord Brahma and others. Then, what to speak of a poor fakir like me? Those who take refuge in the God will be freed from her clutches with His grace." In such terms, Baba spoke about the power of Maya. Lord Shri Krishna has said to Uddhava in Bhagavad that saints are his living form, and see what Baba has said for the welfare of his devotees. Those who are fortunate and whose demerits have vanished, take to my worship. If you always say Sai, Sai, I shall take you over the 7 seas. Believe in these words and you will be certainly benefited. I do not need any paraphernalia of worship, either 8-fold or 16-fold. I rest there where there is full of devotion. Now read what Sai did for the welfare of those who surrendered themselves to him. Bhimaji Patil. One Bhimaji Patil of Narayangaon, Taluka Jumner, District Pune, suffered in the year 1909 from a severe and chronic chest disease, which ultimately developed into tuberculosis. He tried all sorts of pathies, that is remedies, but to no effect. Losing all hopes, he ultimately prayed to God, "O Lord Narayana, help me now." It is well-known fact that when your circumstances are well, we do not remember God, but when calamities and adversities overtake us, we reminded of Him. So Bhimaji now turned to God. It occurred to him that he should consult Mr. Nana Sahib Chandorkar, a great devotee of Baba in this respect. So he wrote to him a letter giving all details of his malady and asking for his opinion. In reply, Mr. Nana Sahib wrote to him that there was only one remedy left, and that was to have recourse to Baba's feet. Relying on Mr. Nana Sahib's advice, he made preparations for going to Shirdi. He was brought to Shirdi and taken to the masjid and placed before Baba. Mr. Nana Sahib and Shama, that is Madhavrao Deshpande, were present there. Baba pointed out that the disease was due to the previous ill karma and was not disposed to interfere. But the patient cried out in despair that he was helpless and sought refuge in him. As he was his last hope and prayed for mercy, Baba's heart melted and he said, "Stay, cast off your anxiety. Your sufferings have come to an end." However oppressed and troubled one may be, as soon as he steps in this masjid, he is on his path to happiness. The fakir here is very kind and he will cure the disease and protect all with love and kindness. The patient used to vomit blood every 5 minutes, but there was no vomiting in the presence of Baba. For the time Baba uttered the words of mercy, the malady took to favorable turn. Baba asked him to stay in Bhima Bai's house, which was not a convenient and fit place, but Baba's order had to be obeyed. While he was staying there, Baba cured him by 2 dreams. In the first dream, he saw himself as a boy suffering the severe pain of flogging, which he received for not reciting his poetry lesson before his classmaster. In the second dream, someone caused him intense pain by rolling a stone up and down over his chest. With the pain thus suffered in dream, his cure was complete and he went home. He then often came to Shirdi, gratefully remembering what Baba did for him and prostrated before him. Baba also did not expect anything from devotees but remembrance, unswearing faith, and devotion. People in Maharashtra always celebrate Satyanarayana Puja in their homes every fortnight or month, but it was this Bhimaji Patil who started a new Satya Sai Vrat Puja instead of Satyanarayan Vrat Puja in his house when he returned to his village. Now, Bala Shimpi. Another devotee of Baba by name Bala Shimpi suffered much from a malignant type of malaria. He tried all sorts of medicines and decoctions, but in vain. The fever did not abate a jot, and so he ran to Shirdi and fell on Baba's feet. Baba gave him a strange recipe in this case as follows. Give a black dog some morsels of rice mixed with curd in front of Lakshmi temple. Baba did not know how to execute this recipe. Bala did not know how to execute this recipe, but no sooner he went home than he found rice and curd. After mixing them together, he brought the mixture near the Lakshmi temple when he found a black dog waving its tail. He placed the curd and rice before the dog. The dog ate it and, strange to say, Bala got rid of his malaria. Now, Bapusaheb Buti. Shriman Bapusaheb Buti suffered once from dysentery and vomiting. His cupboard was full of patent drugs and medicines, but none of them had any effect. Bapusaheb got very weak on account of purgings and vomitings and therefore was not able to go to the masjid for Baba's darshan. Baba then sent for him and made him sit before him and said, "Now take care, you should not purge any more," and gestured with his index finger. "The vomiting must also stop. Now look at the power of Baba's words." But both the maladies disappeared and Bhuti felt very well. On another occasion, he was an attack of cholera and suffered from severe thirst. Dr. Pillai tried all sorts of remedies but could give him no relief. Then he went to Baba and consulted him as what to drink that would allay his thirst and cure the disease. Baba prescribed an infusion of almonds, walnuts, pistachios, all kinds of dry fruits boiled in sugared milk. This would be considered a cause of fatal aggravation of the disease by any other doctor or physician. But in implicit obedience to Baba's orders, the infusion was administered, and strange to say, the disease was cured. Alandi Swami. A Swami from Alandi with a desire to take Baba's darshan came to Shirdi. He suffered from a severe pain in his ear, which prevented him from getting the sleep. He was operated for this, but it served no purpose. The pain was severe and he did not know what to do. While he was returning, he came to take Baba's leave when Shama, that is Madhavrao Deshpande, requested Baba to do something for the pain in the Swami's ears. Baba comforted him and saying, Allah acha karega, God will do good. The Swami then returned to Pune and after a week sent a letter to Shirdi stating that the pain in his ear had subsided, though the swelling was there, and in order to get the swelling removed, he went to Mumbai for operation. But the surgeon, on examining the ear, said that no operation was necessary. Such was the wonderful and potent effect of Baba's words. Kaka Mahajani, another devotee named Kaka Mahajani, suffered once from diarrhea. In order that there should not be any break in his services to Baba, Kaka kept a pot with water in some corner of the masjid, and whenever there was a call, he would go out. As Sai Baba knew everything, Kaka did not inform him of his disease, thinking that Baba would of his own cure it soon. The work of construction of pavement in front of the masjid was permitted by Baba. But when the actual work began, Baba got wild and shouted out loudly. Everybody ran, and as Kaka was also doing the same, Baba caught hold of him and made him sit there. In the confusion that followed, somebody left there a small pouch of groundnuts. Baba took a handful of groundnuts, rubbed them on his hands, blew away the skins, and gave the clean nuts to Kaka and made him to eat them. Scolding and cleaning the nuts and making Kaka eat them went on simultaneously. Baba himself ate some of them. Then, when the nuts were finished, Baba asked him to fetch some water, as he felt thirsty. Kaka bought a pitcher full of water. Then Baba drank some water and made Kaka also drink it. Baba declared, "Now your diarrhea has stopped and you may attend to the work of the pavement." In the meanwhile, other persons who ran away returned and started the work, and Kaka, whose motions had stopped, also joined them. Are groundnuts medicine for diarrhea? According to current medical opinion, groundnuts would aggravate the disease and should not have cured it. The true medicine in this is, as in other cases, was only Baba's words. Dattopant of Harda. A gentleman from Harda by name Dattopant, he suffered from stomachache for about 14 years. None of the remedies gave him any relief. Then, on hearing Baba's fame that he cures diseases by sight, he ran to Shri and fell on Baba's feet. Baba looked at him and kindly and gave him his blessings. When Baba placed his hand on his head and when he got Baba's udi and blessings, he felt relieved and there was no further trouble about the malady. Towards the end of this chapter, 3 cases are cited in the footnotes. Number 1. Madhavrao Deshpande suffered from piles. Baba gave him decoction of sonamukhi, that is senna pods. This relieved him. Then after 2 years the trouble recurred and Madhavrao took the same decoction without consulting Baba. The result was that the disease aggravated, but later on it was cured by Baba's grace. Kaka Mahajani's elder brother Gangadhar Pant suffered from many years from stomachache. Hearing Baba's fame, he came to Shirdi and requested Baba to cure him. Baba touched his belly and said, "God will cure." From the time there was no stomach pain and he was completely cured. Nana Sahib Chandorkar also once suffered from acute stomach pain. He was restless the whole day and night. Doctors administered syringes which produced no effect. Then he approached Baba, who told him to eat barfi, a kind of sweet meat mixed with ghee. This recipe gave him complete relief. All these stories show that the real medicine that cured the various diseases permanently was only Baba's words and grace and not any medicines or drugs. Bow to Shri Sai Baba, peace be to all. If you like my English recitation of Shri Sai Satcharita, please kindly like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you.